Do you like me drag? Do you know, this has got a very funny history. I used to live in New Hope, Pennsylvania for a long time. And this, I guess, was about 25 years ago. And it's a bit of a resort, if you know what I mean. So every summer, shows used to come. And one time we had this show. It was a show of female impersonators. And, oh, what do you mean? They were marvelous. Frightfully funny. And there was one wonderful routine. It was a dance routine. All you could see on the stage was swirls of pink chiffon, but there was nobody in it. You know, like Sally Rand and the Fans, that kind of thing. Well, the next year the same show came, but this routine wasn't there. And I said, what happened to my favorite act, the pink chiffon? And so they said, well, actually, the fellow that did it, he got too fat to be in the show, so he opened an antique shop down the road. So I went and bought a chandelier for my house. And when I went to pick it up, here was this pink chiffon. He said, I know you love the pink chiffon routine, but I shall never wear it again, so it's a present for you. So he gave it to me, and I was just the next week going to live in Australia. Well, of course, I couldn't bear to go without this, so I put it all in a pillowcase, and there it remained the 8.5 years I was in Australia. Well, I came back on Christmas Eve, and my manager from New York said, I suppose you know you've got a job on the 26th of December. I said, well, I didn't know that. Well, he said, I wrote you twice to Australia. I said, that doesn't mean anything. Well, he said, you better be there. And I thought, my goodness, I have nothing to wear. What can you get on Christmas Eve? So I looked around, and here was the pillowcase, and I pulled this pink thing out, and it was still permanently pleated and uncrushed, and I shoved it in the washing machine, and it all came out nice and clean, and it's absolutely indestructible. I'd worn it ever since, and it wasn't long before I went to London, and I was in the theatre explaining about this outfit, and there was the most frightful uproar going on in the audience. The fellow who gave it to me was there. Do you know they practically had to get the ambulance in to resuscitate him? And actually, it's going to outlive me. Every time I wear it, which is practically 5 times a week, it goes into the washing machine. And you can't tear it apart, whereas I'm falling to bits momentarily. I thought you might like to know that.